plaintiff, John Beamer, and his friend Pache Bueno say Pache and the defendant were in a volatile relationship for 4 years. John claims he intervened during one of Pache's arguments with the defendant, and the defendant shoved John to the concrete, so he's suing for the medical bills from the assault. Defendant Kyle Wizorek says John is a drug dealer who is the go-to guy for sex and drugs in his community. Kyle claims John and Pache had sex in exchange for drugs because John got Pache hooked on meth. And he insists he only shoved John because he was trespassing on his property.
Start with you.
All right. My friend Pache and Kyle have been in a 4-year relationship, volatile as it might be, and I've been a friend of Pache's for quite a few years more than that. I've helped Pache through some financial problems. I've mentored him. I've been more of a benefactor. I've tried to make sure that he has the things he needs. I've encouraged him to get his GED, which he did. There was a disagreement, disturbance between the two, and I took Pache back to the home that he was renting to pick up some of his possessions, as he was going to let Kyle be there until they could decide what they were going to do. And when we went in, Kyle and Pache got into another argument.
Okay, so before we get to the assault you're suing for, let me allow him to give some background. Okay. Sir?
First of all, Your Honor, I wanted to let you know that this man's a known drug dealer, Mr. Beamer. He's like the go-to guy for sex, drugs in the gay community. And actually, the evening before—
What do you mean, sex, drugs?
Methamphetamines. He got my ex into meth. That's kind of—
Meth makes you freaky?
Yeah, a little. I mean, this is not saying, nah, this is.
I know a lot about dope, but I didn't know that part.
I want to say this is not my lifestyle.
Ecstasy makes you freaky, right?
I wouldn't know.
Yes, you do. Ecstasy make you freaky?
From what I hear, yeah.
From what you hear. Oh, y'all didn't get anything. Go ahead. Give me some more background, sir. All I've heard thus far is he sells sex drugs.
Okay. When I met Pache, he was living with John, and and Pache has confided in me that they have engaged in a sexual relationship. I don't know if it's ongoing, in exchange for drugs, in exchange for sex. About 3 years ago, I was just feeling unfulfilled in the relationship. There was like a maturity gap. I kind of, you gotta grow. If you don't grow with somebody, the other person grows the other person.
How long were you all together?
Like, say 2 years serious. I mean, I thought it was serious, and then—
Yeah, you seem a little hurt, to be honest. You
yeah,
still
it's still there. I mean, I've come a long way, but I mean, it's still there. It doesn't go away.
How about you, sir?
Right away. But
Like, I still care for him. I still care about him. It's just we're not in the right place right now. So it's like—
Why? What place?
Well, it's like he thinks I'm doing other stuff that I'm not. Whether I've done it or not, it's like I confided in him. I told him, like, hey, this is what had happened. A friend had did something to me, and I didn't know. I thought it was just—
you can't get past it?
no, I've actually gotten past it. I would try to go back. I actually have a protective order against him. I would, up until about a month and a half ago, I would try to go back to Pache. I'm just trying to get answers and apology, because there was a lot of sex and a lot of drugs involved. And like I said, it was
outside of you?
Oh yeah.
That's
And, I mean, it was basically a double life.
Go ahead.
My deal breaker was, if you want to be with me, you got to give up the drugs. And he did. And I said that he had gotten back into it, and that he was sorry about it.
What type of drugs?
The synthetic marijuana.
How did that bother you? I know it may be unhealthy for the person, but how did it bother you?
It's not my lifestyle.
All right, that's your lifestyle. Why couldn't he go outside or go in the other room and smoke?
It's just deal breaker for me.
Was he allowed to drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't, but yeah.
Just don't smoke that K2.
Yeah. But anyway, the evening before the incident with Mr. Beamer, Pache, I had gotten some threatening text messages from Pache. I had him arrested. I called the police. I think it was the evening of April 7th, because there was a confrontation. He had fled, and they said, if he comes back, call us. So about 5 a.m., I got in my car, and I was going to go to Walmart to get some melatonin or something to help me sleep. The garage door was open, so I went in, and he was passed out on a couch in the garage. So I called the police. They got him, and he had left like 3 bags. And I went through them after the police, took him to jail, and I found like a whole bunch of drug paraphernalia. I had no idea. It was like like.
What are you
boom.
looking at there? You have
Yeah, I've got
pictures.
the evidence
What
right
is
here. I
it?
took pictures.
Of the
and
drug
he does
paraphernalia?
this. This is what he does with Mr. Beamer. I mean, he supplies it to him. They do it together. He's an enabler. I mean, Pache says
It's like a
John
crack
says how
pipe.
high.
It's a crack pipe?
I don't know.
What are these blue pills?
Viagra.
Say
Viagra.
100.
Those are Viagra.
Y'all freaking off the chain. All that Viagra.
Well, what they do is they have weekly orgies. What they do is at John's place, 4 people have come to me since April.
See, they have orgies at your house, sir, every week?
Not to my knowledge. I probably would
What do you
like
mean
that.
to your knowledge?
Yeah, it started last October. What they do is I've had people come to me that have attended these, and what they do is they get a bunch of people, they smoke a lot of meth, and they have sex for days at a time. They take breaks and they record it.
Wow. Who told you this?
I've had people come to me that have been to these after the
That
incident.
have
I mean, I didn't know about.
participated.
Yes.
And when you mentioned it to your partner, what did he say? And to John, what did they say?
I don't talk to John, and I haven't talked to Pache in about a month and a half. I have a protective order against him.
So you don't know whether it's true or not.
I do know it's true. I've had people come to me.
They probably lying because they want Pache. That's what happened. People lie on you because they want your mate. Oh, what is this? Organic hemp, okay? These needles, those are cause for concern.
Yeah, so on top of that, I didn't get any sleep that night, and then the next afternoon, I was at home studying for an exam. The next afternoon, I hear yelling in the living room, so I went out. They're in there, Pache's raging, John's saying, get your stuff, and go. I'm freaking out. Pache, he's backing on me. I pushed him out the door. I pushed John out the door and locked it.
Why?
He was trespassing in my house.
Tell me, you describe what happened.
All right, sir. I went in, and Kyle and Pache were having an argument, and I.
How did you get in?
Well, the door was open.
Okay.
And so I walked in. I told them to separate, and I told Pache to go to the car. Pache went to the car like I had asked him to, and I went to follow him out the door, and I felt a hand in the middle of my back, and Kyle shoved me to the ground as I slid across the concrete and severely damaged my left arm.
Really? Let's see. You have medical reports or
I
pictures?
do, sir.
You must have shoved him pretty hard, sir. You're talking about you just pushed him. And Pache, what's your deal, man? You on drugs?
No, I was driving around an Uber driver. I was an Uber driver. I was driving someone
He
around.
came ready for his lie, didn't he? Go ahead.
I'm used to
You
it.
I can hear the way you started off, Doc. You've been
Right.
thinking about that lie for a week.
So I just was doing Uber. I was driving a kid around. Long story short, he got put in jail. I was left with all his bag. I still have his clothes and all this stuff. I have his Xbox and all this stuff. That's what he found. He found all that stuff. He blamed it on me. I got in trouble. Now I'm going in.
Is that true, sir? You found this in someone else's duffel bag.
Yeah.
So how are you going to conclude it was him, sir? This is your arm, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, where all this Viagra going if y'all not having weekly orgies? Who's taking all this?
I have no idea, sir.
This not yours? You don't hand these out? Don't act like you don't know what it looks like.
That's all. I'm trying to figure out what exactly. I do have pills like that, but I don't.
Do you hand
out.
them out on every what? Sunday or Monday?
I heard they were on Friday.
Do you hand them out on Fridays,
Not-
Saturdays,
no,
and
sir,
Sundays?
I am not.
They could still be going on for all I know. I know that it's been confirmed that, yeah.
Do you want to get back with him, Pache, or not? He's pretty hurt. You seem hurt. What's the
I'm
deal?
over it. I'm over it.
Why? Why?
I don't want-
You're not over it. You're still hurt. That means you still love him. Why aren't you willing to get back together with him?
Because of this unforgivable. This is not my
What's
life stuff.
unforgivable?
Everything, all this stuff.
So I like to tell people when it comes time to forgive, have you ever forgiven a person you were not in love with,
Yeah.
but yet you won't forgive the person you're in love with?
No,
So
that's
you weren't in love with them in the first place.
You can
then.
push a person so much before.
Those other people push you and you forgave them.
Not like this, though.
All right, judgment for the plaintiff. You admit to pushing him. He has shown me evidence. Good luck to you. Bye.
I'm sorry that Kyle has these feelings that I'm some kind of a sex and drug dealer, because I am not and never have been, and I wish that the best for him.
I don't have anything to say. Lies will catch up with you.